Hello friends! Happy Friday! We made it to the weekend. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share this live to my other pages. So if you're not in my other pages, make sure you do so. My first one I'm sharing it to is my actual Facebook page, which is called Rhea Coleman. So make sure we're friends there. I know my friends list is full, but you can click the follow button and it's exactly the same thing. Alright, and then I'm going to share it to my VIP group, which is called Beauty by Rhea Hope, and again, that's a group, so make sure that you request to join in there. And then I'm going to share it to my Instagram when I get off here, and my Instagram name is Rhea Hope, so make sure you follow there too. And I'll also be uploading it to my YouTube channel, which is called Rhea Hope. You can pretty much find me anywhere and everywhere by searching Rhea Hope. Alright, I'm going to post my shopping link right here in the comments. I am so pumped because the spray foundation is back in stock and it is still in stock, which I'm shook right now. Sorry, my eye is so itchy. I'm so surprised that it's still in stock. I thought it was going to sell out within an hour. It got launched at 9 a.m. and it's still in stock. So if you haven't yet grabbed it, make sure you do so. They are limiting it to 2 per shade per order. So you can order your winter shade and your summer shade, but you can only order 2 of those shades, if that makes any sense. But honestly, I would stock up because it's not, as soon as it sells out today, it will sell out today, promise you that. It's not going to be restocked until June. So we are going to have a long wait ahead of us. So if you have yet to grab it, make sure you do so today. And like I said, grab multiples because it's going to sell out. I'm actually very, very surprised it's still in stock right now. So I ordered a bunch. I ordered 2 of every shade from organza to satin. So if you don't get a chance to grab it, make sure you message me to see if I have any left on hand. Yes, the spray foundation is back in stock. Mine is literally out, so I'm not going to be able to do a tutorial on it today, but I used the very last of it to record a tutorial which went live yesterday. So if you want to see how to use it, you can check out my page, which is, what is it called? Rhea Hope. So you can see it there. I also uploaded it to I uploaded it everywhere. So if you're not sure how to use it, you can check that out. And if you don't know where to find that message or that tutorial, just message me and I can send it to you directly to see how to apply it, which is actually a pre-recorded video. So it makes it easier, in my opinion, to watch and reenact because you can speed it up, slow it down, and I'm not talking. So it's kind of nice. Sisterly, I think, is back in stock in May. I don't know. You'll have to, don't quote me on that, Karen. But it should say the restock date underneath. Where you go to add to cart, it should go right underneath. So I didn't send out a text notification that I was going live because I sent out a text notification this morning that the spray foundation is in stock. And I am not one to bother you guys with texts. I hate getting multiple texts. And my system, this is why I hate using this company. Don't use TextBoom. If you're using a texting service, don't use them. They're terrible. But it messed up this morning, so my one message sent is 3, which is so frustrating, but oh well. My shirt, I'll go ahead and link for you guys after I get off. So make sure that you are following me on Instagram and watching my Instagram stories. I know my stories automatically transfer over to Facebook, but you can't swipe up and they're not as clear here on Facebook. So make sure if you're not following me on Instagram that you do so. And to watch the Instagram stories is super easy. You just tap on my profile picture and they'll start playing. So make sure you check it out over on Instagram. I'll give you all my outfit details over there. If you're not getting the texts, make sure that you sign up for them. You text Rhea Hope. Here, I'll type it out here so you can see it. You're going to text out Rhea Hope, all one word, to 25456. If you've already done so, you don't need to do so again. And if you signed up for my old phone number, you got carried over because they changed it on me. So you're good. Yay, awesome. Perfect. Awesome. So glad you got it. The pool is, they said we'll be swimming by April. We just got our permit approved yesterday, so the Shop Creek, I think that's what it's called, should be sprayed hopefully before Monday because it's supposed to rain for 4 days here in San Diego, which everyone is going to be losing their marbles because it doesn't rain here and we all freak out. We act like we're drowning. We're going down. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So like I said, my spray foundation is like completely out, but so I won't be using it today, but I did record the tutorial here on Facebook. So if you want to catch that, you can watch it on the replay after we're done. But also did want to mention the kabuki brush that you normally apply the spray foundation with is out of stock until April. I roll. So what I would recommend using, because I saw a lot of messages before I got on asking how to apply it, like since the kabuki brush is out of stock, grab the blending buds. It's the next best thing to apply it, and I actually go over my spray foundation. Roomba. I actually go over my spray foundation with the blending buds anyway, so highly recommend. The weather today I think is like 76. So yeah, no, San Diego, we can swim from like April to like October usually. Do you use the same color in the spray? Yes, the same color in the spray, the stick, and the liquid. They're all the same. And if you're not sure what color you are, just message me a selfie facing a window, and I can give you a recommendation on which color to grab. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the Liquid Touch Foundation in the shade Lace today, and I'm just going to pop this all over my face and start to blend in. Before I go live, I always shake up my my Liquid Touch. Like I squeeze the topper and I shake the bottle up really well. That really helps give really great coverage for it. And also, your pre-makeup routine. If you're not doing a good pre-makeup routine, first off, you're doing your skin an injustice. And two, you can actually bump up the coverage and make it fuller and thicker coverage by just having a good base on your skin before you go in with foundation. And how to do that, and what I would recommend is using the setting spray and the primer together. So you'll wash your face in the morning, you'll apply your moisturizer if you need it, or your rose water like I do, and then you'll go in with the setting spray, you'll apply that, and then you'll go in with your primer, apply that all over your face and let it sit for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then you'll go in with your setting spray again. 60s? Ooh, cold. Yeah, I'm so glad you got your spray foundation. If you guys haven't grabbed it yet, make sure you do so as soon as you can, because it will sell out, and it's not going to be back in stock until June. Is there any skincare for flaky skin? Oh my gosh, yes, Sarah. Shoot me a message and I can give you a really good dry skin regimen for your skincare routine that will literally transform your skin from dry to normal. Legit. Hello, thanks for the color recommendation. I got my winter and summer shade. Hallelujah. If you haven't grabbed your summer or your winter shade, or if you don't know what it is, just message me and I can give you the recommendation, or just tell me what your shade is. Like if you're, let's say, lace in the winter, I can tell you what you are. I can tell you what you are in the summer. So just message me or comment below if you want to know what your summer shade is, because I usually will change and I'll go up like one shade during the summer because I get a little bit tanner in my face and I don't want to look white, obviously. I bought some rose water at Trader Joe's, just a small bottle since you're out of stock. Pam, the rose water is actually back in stock. Hallelujah. I ordered some this morning. Hello from Mississippi. Yes, I use the rose water as moisturizer. That's correct. So rose water is actually a toner, so it helps to tighten your skin. Also helps to reduce redness, but it also has a lot of very hydrating properties in it. So for me, I have naturally oily skin, so I don't like, although I should use, I just don't like the way that moisturizer feels on my skin. I don't like it. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Does anyone else like that? So what I have found to give myself moisture, but to avoid the heebie-jeebies, I use the rose water and I just spritz it on my skin, obviously on my face. I let it dry, and that's the first step that I do before I go in with my my setting spray. If you are tulle in the winter, you'll be lace in the summer. It was just raining, snowing here. Oh man, I'm velour now, but I don't tan. So if you don't tan, then you'll use the same color throughout the year. But you can always go up in a shade in your pressed powder too. That's always an option. Cashmere is already sold out. We'll be back May 25th. Yes, so cashmere I think is actually the only color that didn't get a full restock, unfortunately. So if that's your color, I'm sorry. But good news is that I forget what color is directly above cashmere, but it's actually very similar. So you could actually get either one shade lighter than cashmere or one shade darker, and then change your pressed powder color for it to offset it. So for example, like during the summer before I get like super tan, I'm just going in with a little more foundation for full coverage. And I'm using the Liquid Touch in Lace. What was I saying? Oh, so before I get like really tan, but I'm like too tan for my liquid, what I'll do is I'll just bump up my pressed powder color. So I use the same shade in my liquid or my spray or whatever, and then I'll change the color of the pressed powder. So it's kind of like an inexpensive trick because you can always layer it or you can mix it, but it's nice. It's a good trick. So if that's you, if you don't get like really tan, but you plan on getting a little bit, or just in case so you don't find yourself a little bit tan and you don't want to walk around with white face, you can always get just like one shade darker. Where did you get your chandelier? I actually have that linked on my Like It to Know It, which is right here. Let me show you. I always link everything right here, like my home decor, my outfits and stuff like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. Yes, the foundation will cover bruising. I'm like that too if I'm moisturized. I feel too oily. Exactly. Yeah, I think you'd like the rose water then, like I do. All right, so on my face right now, I just have my Liquid Touch. I did like 3 layers of it because I really love full coverage. But like I said, you're the same shade in the spray foundation, and this stuff is like airbrushed. It's so good. It's so lightweight, and it is probably the best option if you have mature skin because it doesn't settle in your fine lines. It's very lightweight on your skin, but it gives you phenomenal coverage. So if you have yet to try the spray foundation, highly recommend it. But like I said, it will sell out today, so make sure you don't wait. You grab it. Even if you have to leave my tutorial, go grab it and come right back. And I also have tutorials on how to use it. I ordered some today and I expedited it, so hopefully I'll get it really soon and I can go live with it. I'll link my outfit and all my jewelry and everything over on my Instagram as soon as I get off here. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope on there. And then to watch my stories, you'll just click on my profile picture on Instagram. So you'll want to go friend request me on Insta. All right, so now I'm going in with my concealer, and this is the Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza. Now, someone asked about bruising. The concealer is by far the best hider of all things. If you have a blemish, if you have acne scars, sunspots, bruising, whatever it may be, this concealer is no joke, like the most opaque concealer I've ever used. I mean, you cannot see through it at all. It's so good. What do you use to put on the spray foundation? So typically I would use the kabuki brush, but this is out of stock until April. So I would apply it with the blending buds. You'd spray it directly on the bud and then apply just like that. Or you can apply it with, you could probably apply it with the powder concealer brush, which is this guy. I would just make sure to get like real close to it. If I use mixed Scarlet and Tulle for my foundation, what powder would I set my face with? Probably the shade Organza in the pressed powder for you. All right, so now I'm going to set my skin so it stays looking flawless all day. I'm going to take my blending bud, which is, this one's by Real Techniques. I like it because it's flat. And then I take my setting spray. I'll just mist it on there to get it to cling onto my setting powder really well. And we're going to use the Touch Behold translucent setting powder. Now, I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it. But what baking is essentially just taking a lot of setting powder and applying it on your skin. Always make sure that your fine lines are not showing, because once you set it, like that's it. That's all she wrote. So it really helps to keep everything in place really well. And what it also does is if you work around food or you live somewhere where it's really humid or you have really oily skin, it's going to absorb all of that. So instead of it making your makeup look really greasy or oily or shiny, it's just going to absorb into the setting powder. Now, if you have dry skin, you won't really want to use this step. You could use other steps that I'll show you here in a second to set it. And again, I'll show you here in like one moment. All right, so that's how I do. I just pop it all over. Now, the length of time that you leave on your setting powder is always different. It can be different for everybody. For me, I just leave it on very quickly, and then I use the fan brush to fan it away. If you're super oily or it's super duper humid, you may use it or leave it on longer. It just depends. I need another kabuki brush. Did you say it was sold out? Yes, the kabuki brush is sold out until April, but I would get the blending buds. It would be the next best thing. I'm between 3 sticks. Color, lace, tool, organza, spray for your recommendation. Someone's about to knock on my door, dang it. I need another big brush. Pamela, what did you ask? Can you spray directly on the face? No, I wouldn't spray it directly on the face. But I would use it on the blending bud itself. Let me go answer the door really fast. Hold on. Hi.
Hey, how are you? I'm
Good.
with the city.
Okay, you can just get started?
Okay, what's the inspection for you guys have today?
Oh, I don't know.
It was a mechanical inspection, that's all my list said.
I guess so. My husband handles it all.
Okay. Alrighty.
He should be back in like 5 minutes. He just went on a run.
Okay, well, I can't return because he's on a run, so. See if I talked to him this morning. Is he our husband Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. So did you guys recently get a new, you got a new panel on the side of the house?
Yeah, it's over there.
Okay.
You
alright.
good? Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. People don't know how to read their paperwork. Okay, so we'll go ahead and now where were we? Okay, so Mineral Touch Foundation. So the shade Scarlet is the shade that I like to use for setting my under eye as well, and then also is really, really good at brightening. So like I said, this is a really good step for you if you have dry skin but still want to set your under eye, or you want something that's very brightening. If you feel like your makeup has been looking really dull, this is a really good step for you. Thank you. I know, right? I like despise when people knock on the door. And I sit like in the front, so it's like you see a big ring light and a tripod, you would guess that I'm doing something. Wear organza in the winter, so you would be the shade Lace in the summer, Amanda. And like I said, you can grab that now because it's in stock. The spray foundation is still in stock. If you send her a private message, she'll be able to help you pick out. Yes, exactly. Leslie, I'm Lace of spring and summer, so near. Do you recommend a different shade? So do you get like really dark or really light in the season changes? Because that really kind of define or like will answer it. If you do, then you would want to go a shade darker during the summer or a shade lighter during the winter. Thank you. I'll give you guys all outfit details over on Instagram as soon as I get off. Okay, so now we're going to use the pressed powder in the shade Lace. And I'm just going to apply this all over. Just like so. And I love applying it with this big kabuki brush. I swear it applies it so evenly and so lightly. This brush is not by Unique, however, so you just have to shoot me a message. Yes, exactly. And you guys, I'm telling you, if you are an older gal and you haven't tried the spray foundation, it's incredible. It's so great for your skin because it doesn't settle into all your fine lines and wrinkles. It's extremely easy to use and it has really, really, really great hold throughout the day. Taffeta pressed powder, not lace. So yes, I'm using taffeta in the pressed powder right now. So it depends on the amount of sun. You do not, yes, precisely. But if you're having trouble knowing what color to get, just message me. Just send me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. Super, super easy. But make sure you do it soon because like I said, it's going to sell out very soon. Dark because the treatment, so should I buy today before it runs out? I would get your true shade. So I would just get whatever shade you normally use, which I believe you said was Lace. So I would get that shade. Okay, so now bronzer. I'm going to use the beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa. Colleen, it's going to be right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And then you go to foundations and you'll see it under spray foundation. And then if you're not sure what color to get, just send me a message and I can give you a recommendation. Thank you. I'm going to give you guys outfit details on my shirt and everything on Instagram. As soon as I get off here, make sure you watch the Instagram stories, which are just in the profile photo. All right, so now for contouring, I always start at the top of the ear and I work to the corner of the mouth, just like this. And I go back and forth, and then I turn the brush and I'll just swirl it into this area to soften that up so it doesn't look like a straight up line. But A little bit of contouring does so much for your face, your complexion, and your foundation. It warms it up so you don't look super washed out. So if you've been using a color and you're like, oh, I just look so white, but this is my true color, it could be just that you need to add a little bit of bronzer to warm it up. So it really does make a huge, huge difference. And it's very easy to use. So I'm just using the beachfront bronzer, and this is in the shade Hermosa. And I'm just going to apply it off the temples and bring it down like this, and then top of the ear to the corner of the mouth. And go back and forth, and then I turn it, and then I just like spin it over that. So difference, contour, no contour. Such a huge difference. It completely changes the way your face shape even looks. Now, if you are a little bit older, what you can also do is apply like right underneath the jawline. I love to do this because it gives me that supermodel jaw. But you can also do it because it's going to create a shadow there, which if you do have like any droopage from your cheek, it will make it kind of disappear. We're creating a shadow there, so just like this. All right, so same thing on this side. Top of the ear to the corner of the mouth. Malibu bronzer is Malibu browner than Hermosa. Yes, so Malibu is going to be the darkest shade, and it's more neutral. Hermosa is the middle shade, and it has more pink undertones to it. And then Sunset is the lightest shade. Would you ever consider actually doing someone's makeup and purchase all the products used? Would you ever consider doing products used? Rosemary, are you meaning like personally, like in town? Because I do that. If you live in San Diego, you could just message me. But I have done my mom's makeup on live before. Can you get the bronzer in the link below? That's correct, Donna. Everything I'm using, including this brush, everything I've used and mentioned except for this one, is actually all available right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find it. Everything has a love it guarantee, so if you don't love anything for any reason, you can always return it as well. All right, so for contouring your nose, I just squeeze the brush, run it down the sides like that. And then you can go as bold or as soft with your contour as you're comfortable with. It's all personal preference. So if you don't even want it this bold, you could apply it less. You could tap off your brush, you could swirl in the cap more, and it will lessen the amount of product that's going on your skin. So it's all personal preference. I get some comments that are like, that's a lot of makeup. It's my personal preference, and if it's not yours, you don't have to do it this way. I can teach you and show you how to do it more naturally or less than. So it's all personal preference. The brightening, yes, the color Scarlet would be a good color to use. I'm so glad you older folks. Yes, always. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to use the shade Seductive. And this is a very great blush for just an everyday look. So I'm just going to tap it on my skin like this. And again, like I said, this is going to be like a matte, dusty rose. And this is a really great one if you're not a huge blush girl, but you want something that's very subtle. Did the guy call you? No. Okay, so now we're going to use the Touch of the Mode Luminizer, and we're going to use the shade Lustrous first. This is the cream to powder, and this is a really great one for mature skin because it won't accentuate your fine lines because it's more of a cream base. And I like to use it on my finger and just kind of pat it like this in little kind of oval shaped right on the highest parts of the cheekbone. And this is going to really accentuate your cheek structure. It gives you this really gorgeous kind of dewy finish also. So if you love the dewy finish but you have oily skin like I do, this is a good like trick, faking the dewiness. Now, if you don't want to use a cream, you can use a powder or both like I am. So this is the shade Lustrous. Going to tap it on my brush. Dust it on the tip and bridge of my nose, and then I just go over top of the cream. It really clings onto it and accentuates that and really just makes it pop. And then same thing, just like this. See how it gives you that really gorgeous glow? Glowy, glowy. Take your press powder. Colors are perfect. Yay, I'm so glad. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. I'm going to give you guys outfit details over on my Instagram story as soon as I get off here. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name on there is Rhea Hope. Rhea Hope. All right, so now we're going to do our eyebrows real quick. My favorite way to do them is to use the brow pencil because it's super fast and easy. Has a retractable tip, so you never have to worry about sharpening it either. All right, so I always comb through, and then I use the lash comb And I always do this step right now, and I comb through the eyelashes, which help to separate them. So instead of having them going in with your mascara, it may look clumpy or not spreading out as nicely or evenly as you should, or as it could, combing through them really separates them. So if you're experiencing that your lashes are just looking clumpy no matter what, definitely grab the lash brow comb is what it's called. And like I said, everything is available right here. I'm going to give you guys outfit details over on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. Okay, so now we're going to use the brow pencil in the shade medium. And I'm going to go from the beginning of my eyebrow all the way to the arch and then fling through the tail. And then where my tear duct is, I go straight up, and that's kind of where I know where to cap off the eyebrow, like this. And then underneath. And then I just color in. Just like so. Okay, so again, top of the arch all the way to, top of the brow and then all the way to the arch, and then come back through the tail. And this brow pencil is waterproof, so you never have to worry about your brows running down your face. And honestly, because of how small this tip is, you get very precise application and you don't look too heavy with your brows. And it's all about pressure. So if you're pushing super hard on your pencil, your brows are going to look really bold. Now, if you don't want them to look really bold, you want them to look really natural, use a lighter hand, and then you can also use the spoolie side of this to comb through them to lighten them up as well. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sherry. Yes, make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name there is Rhea Hope. And then I always go over outfit details and everything when I get off my lives there on the Instagram stories. So Instagram stories play when you click on the profile picture on Instagram. Hello, how are you? Now, if you're just now tuning in and you missed the big announcement, the spray foundation is now back in stock, so you can grab it. And it's fully back in stock besides one color. And it's gonna sell out today. The stock is not that large, and it's not restocking until June. So if you love the spray foundation, which I know a lot of you guys do, make sure you grab it today. All right, so once our brows are done, I always like to go in with my eyeliner, which is actually on sale on the Kudos. So if you're on there, make sure you grab that as well. It's any eyeliner, any eyeshadow, and any mascara. Any Addiction palette, I'm sorry, not any eyeshadow. And we're going to use the Addiction palette 5 today, which can be a very intimidating palette, but I'm actually going to show you. It has one of my most favorite colors to wear in it, and I actually use the palette a lot. All right, so that was the eyeliner, which is really amazing. It doesn't build up in your tear ducts. It doesn't smudge. It stays on. By itself, it's only $15, but like I said, you can get it on sale on the Kudos. All right, so now I'm going to take the eye primer, which is incredible if you have very oily eyelids or you have a lot of wrinkles on your eyelids. This is an amazing product because it's basically like super glue for eyeshadow. It holds on your eyeshadow, it prevents it from moving around, and it makes it a little more pigmented too. So I just pop it on right before I go in with my shadow, just like that with my finger. Plush will not be coming back in stock, but the shade Pouty is very similar. How long does a can of spray foundation last? There is, what's the ountage? There is 1.6 fluid ounces in it, and so it usually lasts me like 4 to 5 months. What's the eye primer trick for concealer? Yes, so you can put on your eye primer underneath your under eye before your concealer, and it really helps to kind of prevent under eye creases. So if you really struggle with that, this is a really good trick because it holds onto the concealer in a place rather than the concealer separating. So the eye primer is also on sale in the Kudos. So like I said, you can upgrade and get this basically for free in that bundle. Okay, so once we've done that, now we're going to go in with our eyeshadow. And like I said, we're going to use the Addiction palette 5. So I took all of my eyeshadows out and put them in this gigantic palette. This is a refillable palette that's on, you can buy it right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. I can fit 5 palettes in here, so I just popped them all out with a butter knife. But I like it because I have all of them together. So I have Addiction Palette 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is Addiction Palette 5 right here. So it can be a little intimidating because they're mostly metallic colors, but we're going to use these two right here, which is like a metallic kind of, I don't know, like apricot, and then this one is more of a bronze. So we're going to use those two together to create this really, really pretty eye look today. So I'm going to go in first with my fluffy crease brush. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Melody. If you need any recommendations or need any help picking out product, you can always just send me a message. Have you tried eye primer on your nose to blur pores? I personally haven't because I don't really have large pores, but if you do, that is a very great trick. So large pores, also the eye primer is incredible for. All right, so like I said, I'm going to take this bronzy color right here on my fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to use this right on the lid at first, and then we're going to slowly start blending it out. Just like so. And see how it really clings onto the eye primer really well? Oh, I love it. It goes right on. And then I'm going to start blending this out into the crease, and then start doing little circular motions into the crease and then outward. And this is just going to slowly start blending it out. Now this color is really gorgeous all by itself because it gives you this really pretty kind of metallic-y bronze eye look. All right, and then the other side, just tap on, really cling it onto that eye primer. So I'm just kind of like tapping, and then I'll start to massage it into the crease. And I always think too, when I'm ever doing a crease color, that I do rainbow zigzag through the eye, which really helps to blend it out. So this eye look is a little bit different just because we're doing the same one color all over. So I start on the lid and then I'll work to the crease. Yes, thank you so much. So like she said, you can get the palette, the mascara, the eye primer, and the eyeliner on sale in the Kudos, which is right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then click on Kudos. I'm wearing the shade Lace in the liquid, but I also wear the shade Lace in the spray foundation, which is back in stock as of today, and it will sell out, so if you haven't grabbed it, make sure you do so today. That's correct, Plush Liner is retired, but a similar color would either be the shade Pompous, and then blend it out, or you could do the shade Pouty, which would be very close. Addiction Palette 7, I actually truthfully have not used it since I wore it at corporate. I was the Addiction Palette 7 model, and I haven't used it yet, but since I've been home. But I will use it because I'm going to do like a really fun St. Patrick's Day look with it because it has this really pretty green in it. This method is good for hooded eyes. Yes, absolutely. This method is extremely good for hooded eyes. Another tip too for using eyeshadow with hooded eyes is keep your eyes open. So when you are applying it, you're going to just kind of open up your eyes and then apply it this way. It's going to force your hand to go higher up. And then always like swirl out here in the corner. Just like that. All right, so now once we have this really pretty bronzy eye look on, I'm actually going to go in with the same brush, and I'm going to grab this color like I mentioned, which is this really pretty kind of metallic apricot-y color, and I'm going to focus that on the crease. It's going to be kind of like our transitional shade, but it's also going to add a really pretty like red hue to our eye, which is going to be gorgeous. So just like that. And same thing on this side. And I'm just focusing this in the crease. But see how it just gives you this like red vibe? Thank you so much. What lipstick is that stays on when you kiss your hand? That was the lip liners. The lip liners and the lip stains all stay on like that well. Where do you need to send my picture to pick foundation? So Lisa, you'll send it to me here. So the easiest way is if you tap on my face right now, a little description window will pop down. You can send me a message that way. You'll go to like my profile, click on the message tab, or you can go to my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com, scroll to the very bottom of the website, and you'll see an option to be able to send me a message. All right, I'm going to switch up brushes, and I'm going to grab the Deluxe brush, and I'm going to grab that this guy right here, this brown metallic. And I'm gonna go over my eyelid with this, and this is just gonna bump up the pigment of it because it's being really intentional on where we're putting it. So just like that. So pretty. I'm using Addiction Palette 5 today. So these are actually palettes 1 through 5 in this bundle right here. So you can absolutely do that. The best method to grab it would be the Kudos, Kudos, on the website, which is rayahopebeauty.com. All right, so now that we've done that, now I'm going to grab the Angles, what is this called? The liner shader brush, and I use the liner side, and we're going to grab that color, the brown, and then we're just going to drag this underneath the lower lash line, and this is just going to give it more of that like finished makeup look. So as soon as I'm done with my eyeshadow, I'm going to set my makeup, and I'm going to show you my favorite, hands down favorite nude lip combo. It's actually the one I'm wearing in my profile picture, and as soon as I posted it, I was like, I wonder how many questions I'm going to get on what I'm wearing, and it was like 5 as soon as it posted. So it's just one of those lip combos that looks incredible, looks really, really glossy and pretty. No, I like this one better actually because it has an angle to it. So this is the Liner Shader Brush by Unique. When sending your picture, be sure to be facing a window. Yes, exactly. So that's exactly what I need. So if you are sending me a selfie, just need you to be facing a window. All right, so now I'm gonna just kind of push my brush in a little bit harder and then pick up a lot more of that pigment to just smoke it out a little bit better. But see how it just makes it look completed? It makes a huge difference. And I love how dense and angled this brush is. It makes it doing so easy. Is there any word as to when the concealer in the shade Scarlet will be back? It should have a restock date below the color. All right, so when I'm finished doing my eyeshadow, I always take an empty brush and just sweep it away. And then I always take my blending bud and I'm gonna bounce this off my skin, and this is gonna pick up any eyeshadow that may have fallen. It's also going to sharpen up this outer corner a little bit, just like that. Yes, I'm gonna do a hair tutorial as soon as I get done. Yes, I'm wearing eyeliner. Aw, thanks, Connie. Thanks. I'm gonna give you guys outfit details on my shirt as soon as I get off over on Instagram. All right, so now to blend it out, because obviously the better that an eyeshadow look is blended, the better it looks. So I take the blending brush by Unique, and then I just simply go from the start to the end of the eye, just back and forth like that. And this is gonna lighten out the outside corner just to make it look very soft and very melted, just like that. Yes, the blending buds are incredible. They make such a big difference on the outcome of your makeup. It's crazy. All right, so now I'm gonna go in and set my makeup, and the reason that I set it before I'm actually done with it is because it's going to prep my lashes and my lips for the product. And then also because when you put on your mascara, it's already kind of like a wet consistency. So when you go in with your mascara and then you set your makeup, it's just making it more wet. So rather get all the wetness over at once. Thank you. Yay, you ordered a spray foundation. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to do my lashes. I'm going to go in first with the lash primer. And this is the most amazing technology, I swear. This is pretty new with Unique. It came out in August. It's hydrating your lashes, which helps them to grow, and has a curling formula in it, so it helps them to curl. And then it also gives you even more length and volume. Telling you, it's game changer. So I always start with that, and then I go straight in with my 4D mascara. And like I said, the mascaras are also on sale in the Kudos, so you get to pick any Addiction palette, you get to pick any of the eyeliners, you get to upgrade and grab the eye primer, and then you can pick whether the 4D or the regular Epic. Why do you not use eyeliner on your upper eyelid? So in my opinion, it makes my lashes look shorter and it makes my eyes look smaller. And I am all for big doe eye makeup looks. So I personally only wear eyeliner on the top lid if I'm doing like a sultry kind of smoky eye, but in the Kudos you can also pick the dip and draw eyeliner or the regular. So you get both choices. Yay, thank you so much for sharing. All right, so with the 4D, I always start at the base of the lash and just go upward, just like so, from the mid to the ends, and then along the back side. And I kind of like blink onto the wand. That always helps kind of put it on there more intentionally, which helps to separate it really nicely, just like that. Just like so, and it honestly gives you the most crazy good length and volume. All right, so now I always like to go in with the waterproof Epic mascara, which like I said, you get to choose between the 4D or the Sky or the brown. And then I like to do one little coat on top. Okay, so once we have our mascara done, now I'm going to show you my favorite lip look. So first things first, I always start with the lip liner in the shade Prudent. It's my favorite lip liner because it's the same color as my lips. It's smudge proof, it glides on, and it makes your lips look even more poutier. Thank you. My lashes used to not be long at all. They used to be really, really short and really straight. And it wasn't until I started using the Esteem Lash Serum every single night that really made a difference. And you can use it on your lashes and also your eyebrows. Thank you. Kabuki brush for the Spirit Foundation. Do you like the blending buds? Yes. So I use the Kabuki brush at first, and then I go in with the blending buds after. Okay, so now I'm going to use the lip liner in Prudent, and I'm going to line my lips with this. And this also is going to make your lipstick stay in place and make your lips look really pouty. But I love that it's smudge proof and it holds onto the lipstick. And these are only 15 bucks. Okay, and then I like to fill in my whole lip. Just like so. Okay, and then once we've done that, it's a really pretty lip look by itself. But then I'm going to go in with the lipstick in the shade Upscale. That's so pretty. Okay, so Upscale, and then last thing is I like to go in with the lip gloss in Luxe. And this color, you guys, is so good. And there it is. My favorite lip look. The mascara is the shade it's called 4D mascara, and it's going to be available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. I also used the lash primer, and then I topped it with the Epic waterproof mascara. From Island in the winter, what do you recommend for the summer? The shade Satin, Pam. What are the other shades here? Oh, nice, awesome. Thank you. Yes, I love this look together. It looks so pretty. So again, we did Addiction Palette 5, which is on sale in the Kudos. And then on our lips, we did lip liner in Prudent, lipstick in Upscale, and lip gloss in Luxe. And like I said before, if you have yet to grab the spray foundation, make sure you do so right now because it's still available and it's going to sell out very quickly. You are the same shade as your liquid or your stick. And then make sure you grab your summer shade. Just go up one shade to grab it for summer, or if you already have your summer shade and you need your winter shade, grab that as well because it's going to sell out and it's not going to be back in stock until June. So grab that. Make sure you grab the blending buds to apply it, and let me know if you guys need any recommendations, any help picking out products, and I will be on in probably about 5 minutes to do a hair tutorial with you guys. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.